During the winter months, after we've attended church and spent time fellowshipping, Sunday evenings are for coming home and enjoying an episode of All Creatures Great and Small together as a family. We first discovered James Harriot's books at our thrift shop and really enjoyed them. Later, I purchased a children's collection for the little boys for Christmas. When we heard that they were doing a new adaptation of the show, we were curious how it would be. It was so refreshing to have something we could all sit down and watch together. Something wholesome and beautiful to watch. Something that made you laugh and cry and fall in love with such a beautiful place and a wonderfully simple life. Needless to say, we're thrilled they have announced at least 2 more seasons. Sundays are long but wonderful days, and usually by the end of them, I'm ready for a cup of tea and some time to unwind. My husband gets the fire going again, and the candles are lit. I put the kettle on, and while the scones are in baking, I assemble the rest of our tray. Then we all hunker down with our cups of tea, sandwiches and scones with jam and cream. It's not overly complicated, and with a little preparation ahead of time, it doesn't take more than the time it takes for the scones to bake to be ready. I make my scones ahead of time and keep them in the fridge. Once my oven is preheated, I quickly brush the tops with heavy cream. I do prefer an egg yolk wash for a nice golden top, but cream works well. And then I sprinkle them with a bit of raw sugar. Having everything else ready means that I can serve them warm, the best way to enjoy them. We have ours with jam and whipped cream, however that's because I've never found clotted cream here. I would prefer that, but whipped cream works well too. I will post the recipe for these classic cream scones in the description. As for the sandwiches, any sandwich would do. We don't even do an assortment. This particular one was a basic chicken salad, but sometimes it's just tuna or egg. Sometimes it's something different, like shaved beef and a horseradish cream. Whatever your preference, I like thin sliced bread and fingers. In order to keep them nice and moist, an older lady once shared a tip with me at a funeral. Cover them in wet, not dripping, just wet paper towel. It works beautifully to keep the bread from drying out, especially when you're keeping them in the fridge. For the tea, or brew as Mrs. Hall would say, I always use Yorkshire Gold, if only because it's perfectly fitting. Though, in truth, it's such a nice, strong brew. It's the kind of brew I imagine would be needed to sustain you living on a farm in the Dales, the kind you might need after a soggy muck about the countryside, or a late night in a damp barn during lambing season. And while no mucking about or lambing happens on Sundays, any mother trying to get their family out the door on Sunday morning, on time and in their Sunday best, through 3 services and potluck, knows how blessedly sweet a good cup of tea is at the end of the day. It began at Christmas as something special, but it was so lovely it immediately became a Sunday evening tradition. Now, a couple of months later, it's really something we all look forward to during the week. Being a season behind, we should have enough weeks to get us through the remainder of the winter. A merry heart doeth good like a medicine. Proverbs 17, verse 22a. Knowing how much my boys look forward to this simple tradition, and how blessed it is to sit and spend time together, it's a balm to my soul and a merriness to my heart. It's a wonderful way to end the weekend.